Visit worldwildlife.org.
Now it's time for Toker Talk Radio, the voice of the marijuana nation.
What are you people? On dope?
Where you can toke.
I inhale frequently.
Or you can talk.
I experimented with marijuana and didn't inhale.
Or you can toke and talk.
10 federal criminal penalties for possession of up to 1 ounce of marijuana.
While we talk about toke on Toker Talk Radio.
So, by the way, when it comes to pot, if you're 40 years old, you live in a log cabin in Oregon, you got 12 giant pot plants in your backyard, have a ball.
Live from beautiful Portland, Oregon at Rolla J Studios.
Just like cannabis.
Plus your calls live at 971-533-7111.
They're walking on their pants with their cap on backwards, listening to Enema Man and Snoopy Poop Dog.
What's to keep somebody from getting all potted up on weed and then getting behind the wheel? Gateway theory doesn't work. It's a reality.
Holland, is it real? Don't tease me.
We're locking up people that take a couple of puffs of marijuana, and the next thing you know, they got 10 years.
And now, here's your host, the guru of ganja graphics, the sultan of sativa statistics, and the worst nightmare of a reefer-mad prohibitionist. A polite, perspicacious, productive pothead with a propensity for PowerPoint. Radical Russ Belville.
Welcome back, tokers and tokettes and non-toking lovers of liberty. It is Wednesday, December 16th, 2015. And we got just this hour and 2 more shows left for 2015. What an amazing year it's been. I've been on the road 100 days this year, put in 60,000 air miles. Pretty amazing. That's because legalization is breaking out everywhere, and it is my goal to spread the gospel of marijuana legalization. I will go to all of the hills and dales, from coast to coast. I will visit the people in the Midwest. I will visit the people in the South. Hallelujah. I will visit the people in the Rocky Mountains, from sea to shining sea, from Purple Mountain's majesty. I will bring you the truth about marijuana legalization. And, some of the truth about marijuana legalization today is just rocking my world. You know me, I'm a data geek. I'm a stats hound. I love data. And the latest data from the Monitoring the Future study came out. That's the one that asks, for the past 40 years now, 8th, 10th, and 12th graders, their attitudes and use of drugs, alcohol, and marijuana. And, it goes back to 75 for the 12th graders, and I think it was around 91. Well, maybe it was the 80s on some of those drugs. But as time went on, they started asking more and more questions. They added in the 8th and 10th graders. So it's an amazing data set. Just amazing data set with all the information you could possibly want about marijuana and drugs and the kids and how they're using them and so forth. So I was trying to pull up my stats here. Let me find my stat on the trips. Yes, 26 trips, 100 days, 60,000 miles to 32 cities in 2 countries. And over the past 3 years, it's been 85 trips, 334 days, 181,000 air miles, 182,000, let's say, and 49 cities in 2 countries. So, yeah, lots of legalization happening. But this data from the Monitoring the Future survey is so remarkable. And I've been using this survey for a long time because one of my favorite pieces of data in this survey comes from all the way going back to 1975, is when it asks 12th graders, if you wanted to go out and get some marijuana, right? Not whether they use it or not, right? But if you just wanted to go out and get some marijuana, how easy would that be? And they give them, choices, right? It's like easy, fairly easy, not easy, impossible, whatever. I don't know exactly what the choices are, but the top 2 choices are easy and fairly easy. And so they've been asking 12th graders, high school seniors, we're talking kids that are 16, 17, 18 years old, if you wanted to get some weed, how easy would it be? And for the past 40 years, the answer from the kids has been between 81 and 92%. Throughout the entire war on drugs era, 1975, 4 years after Nixon declared war on drugs, or certain drugs, right? For that entire time, it had never been below, let me get the number here, 81%. Okay, so for the past 40 years, 81% to 90% of the kids, 12th graders, said it was easy or fairly easy to get a hold of marijuana. And this doesn't matter whether there's medical marijuana, when medical came in, when legalization happened, before medical, when Nancy Reagan was in the whole just say no thing. It didn't matter. Between 81 and 90% of high school seniors found it easy or fairly easy to get marijuana until today. Today, in the 2015 Monitoring the Future, for the first time ever in 40 years of tracking this data, fewer than 80% of high school seniors find it easy or fairly easy to get a hold of marijuana. It's down to 79.5%. Now that's still up there. That's still saying 4 out of 5 teenagers can get a hold of weed. But for the first time ever, it's slightly, just a tad fewer than 4 out of 5. And this is a number that has been going down since 2000. It was 1998 when we hit the all-time high of 90.4%. 9 out of 10 high school seniors in 1998 said they could get a hold of some marijuana. And keep in mind, 1998, 1 year into a full year into 2 full years into California's medical marijuana and the passing of medical in a couple of states, 2 or 3 states, we were at 90.4%. Since then, that ease of access has gone down, 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 down. Almost every year, it's gone down. From 1998, it was 90.4%, 88% in 2000, 85% in 2005, 82% in 2010, and now in 2015, 79.5%. Marijuana legalization is working. It's making it harder for kids to get a hold of marijuana. We went from 9 out of 10 to 8 out of 10. In 15 years of legalization, we were able to get it out of the hands of one kid. Made it harder for one kid, 1 out of 10 kids, to get a hold of it. And it's going to get harder and harder as more states legalize.
This is the Russ Belville Show on CannabisRadio.com.
The son of a Polish immigrant who grew up in a Brooklyn tenement, he went to public schools, then college, where the work of his life began, fighting injustice and inequality, speaking truth to power. He moved to Vermont, won election and praise as one of America's best mayors. In Congress, he stood up for working families and for principle, opposing the Iraq War, supporting veterans. Now he's taking on Wall Street and a corrupt political system, funded by over 1 million contributions, tackling climate change to create clean energy jobs, fighting for living wages, equal pay, and tuition-free public colleges.
People are sick and tired of establishment politics, and they want real change.
Bernie Sanders, husband, father, grandfather, an honest leader, building a movement with you to give us a future to believe in.
I'm Bernie Sanders, and I approve this message.
The Russ Belville Show, where the truth about marijuana gets more than a minute to speak.
Great websites today need expert web design and development and need to be e-commerce ready and mobile friendly. But building a marketable and profitable website can be an uphill climb. Ready to make your new website or replace your existing website? Think Orange as the new way to get in the black. Orange Hill Development works with Fortune 500 companies and offer the same top quality development service at a fraction of what other providers charge. Brands like Absolute, Carlsberg, and Nestea trust Orange Hill Development. Find out why you should trust your website with Orange Hill. Contact Orange Hill for a consultation today at orangehilldevelopment.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Almost 13 after the hour. Digging deep into the Monitoring the Future 2015. So there was one thing I was worried about, though, as I got this data from Monitoring the Future about marijuana use, alcohol use, cigarette use, and drug use being at the lowest rates. Some of them are at the lowest rates ever recorded. Others are just down still. Even as we legalize, even as our opponents warned us, oh no, you legalize marijuana, the kids are going to think it's okay. The kids will think it's okay and they'll use more marijuana. Well, guess what? According to the latest Monitoring the Future, among high school seniors, those that think there is a risk in using marijuana regularly is at its lowest levels ever. 31.9%. 32%. Less than a third of high school seniors think regular marijuana smoking is harmful. And yet, fewer of them are smoking marijuana. That's right. As we look at the monthly numbers for high school seniors smoking marijuana, it's down to 21.3%. That's a number that's, well, it was 21.4% in 2010. It was 19.8% in 2005. It was 21.6% in 2000. It hasn't really changed